you doing? Michelle with Treecat here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're seeing this. Hope you guys are doing well. We're doing okay here. We're in the, beautiful Pacific Northwest. It's a nice day today, but let me tell you, the last week has been a little problematic. We had a bomb cyclone hit our region, and like 500,000 people were basically out of power for, well, I'll show you some pictures. We had, I don't know, 5 days or 4 days or something like that without power. And this is kind of what things looked like. Got big old trees crashing on houses, taking down power lines. Our neighbor had their car smashed in. One of our other neighbors had their house smashed by a tree. So unfortunately, a lot of devastation. And fortunately, like, this is the season of giving thanks, right? And it's Thanksgiving weekend, and like, we were super thankful that we didn't have any lives lost. It was just an inconvenience, basically, right? No heat, no power, no internet for 5 days. That's an inconvenience compared to, having like large amounts of property damage or large amounts of lives lost. I think there were 2 lives lost in this storm, sadly. But 2 is too many, right? But yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. But you know what? We survived. We're here, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about how to be resilient after something happens in your life that you have no control of. In this case, like a natural disaster, I guess you want to say, a weather event. Like, we have these weather events maybe once every 10 years. They're not common around here. This is basically a windstorm, a big, windstorm. They're calling it a bomb cyclone. I guess that's the technical term, but really it's just like a big windstorm. And because we have all these huge, like, old growth trees around here, they just fall. They fall, and they cause, they wreak havoc on houses, on streets, on power lines. So we had a lot of people without power, and that was unfortunate. It was just even more unfortunate, the amount of property damage and lives lost. 2 people lost their lives, like I said, 500,000, 500,000 people without power. So, sometimes things happen in life that you have no control over, and you just have to deal with it. And so what did I do? Okay. So because I had no power with Treecat, my agent went down. And as a result of my agent going down, Treecat wasn't able to take down the listings and quantity handle once an item sold on one platform. It wasn't able to take those other 2 down. But I did get notifications. So that was cool. So I got notifications about, let me close these. I got notifications that my local agent was down, right? Oops, that's the wrong. Here we go. So I got this kind of notification. Treecat has lost communication with the agent. And I understood that was because I had no power. I had no internet. So I understood that was the case. But I was getting notifications on my phone. And let's see, what other types of notifications? I was actually still getting notifications about sales on eBay. So I got a notification that looked similar to this, that told me, oh, you had an item that was sold on eBay. Now, this notification, it said that the Mercari and the Poshmark listings were not handled correctly. So then I had to go with my phone, like I used to do back in the day, and manually delete those. And then I ended up I was just like, oh, what a pain. So I ended up putting some stores on vacation for a while until I got my power back. And then we got the power back, and yay. And then things started rolling again, because I'm telling you, those 5 days without any activity on my e-commerce stores really impacted my sales. And I'm telling you, these algorithms, they like to see activity. And what do I mean by activity? Well, cross-listing, right? Listing. Delist relisting. So cross-listing is something that Treecat does. It cross-lists onto eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. I happen to list my items first on eBay, and then I cross-list them. Treecat syncs them in automatically. Like every 30 minutes, it syncs in new listings. And then I just push them out to Mercari and Poshmark using Treecat. That's considered activity. Delist, relist, that's one of our free automations. And if you're cross-listing with Treecat, doing delist relist is absolutely free, and your items still stay connected, matched together. So if I delist relist items on eBay and I don't want to delist and relist them on Poshmark and Mercari, they still stay connected together. So if one sells, the other two are taken down, which is really cool. That's called quantity handling. And once you cross-list your items or you match your items, they become matched together, and then Treecat has that ability to, once one sells, take the other two down. So cross-listing, right? Delist, relisting, and you can schedule that, right? So that becomes an automation, a touchless automation that happens. Let's see, Poshmark sharing, that's another automation that really does provide quite a bit of boost to your sales, because Poshmark sees that as definite activity, right? So while my agent was down, my stores were not sharing. My Poshmark store was not being shared, and my auto delist relist scheduled delist relist were not happening. And I wasn't, of course, listing, and I wasn't cross listing because I had no power and I had no electricity. And my agent wasn't running. So, but now that I've got power again and electricity, and I have my agent back running, I am able to cross list. I am able to do my delist relists, and it is taking down, detecting sales and taking, when one sells, it's taking the other two down for me. And now I'm back to do the Poshmark sharing, which is completely touchless. You just set it once and forget it, and then it shares your, actually, maybe I'll even show you. That's under settings, and you go to Poshmark closet sharing, and then you just click all day follower share, and then nightly party share. And then they become, like right now, this is active, it's share in my closet. And then at night, at the nightly party, it'll share my closet as well. So yeah, so these automations, they really make a difference, because I saw, all of a sudden, I sort of saw my sales tick up, right? Once I started getting things going again, I started refreshing some items, I started sharing some items, I did a couple listings. Yeah, it got things going again. So that was awesome to have that, just kind of like almost like flipped a switch, right? And things started getting going again, which is really great, because right now is a great time to be selling, because it's like, it's the weekend where sales start picking up, right? So yeah. So I was really, really, really very grateful to have this running again, and to getting my stores going again. Yeah, it's just a little scary when you are completely cold and in the dark. You don't know what's going on. I guess I could have probably gone to my daughter's house and brought my laptop that runs the agent and had that set up there. But I didn't know when we were going to regain power. I didn't know what was going on. And I was just like huddled up in my bed with all my blankets. I was freezing. I didn't want to move, basically. But I guess in the future, if that ever happens again, maybe I go to, like, because some of our areas in the region did have power, and maybe like I could have gone to like a Starbucks somewhere, or gone to my daughter's house, or gone to a friend's house who lives, a few towns down, because it was weird. Not everybody lost power. Only 500,000 people lost power. It was weird. Anyways, so I think it's just important to, have resilience and carry on, and have programs like Treecat to get you back on track. Because the other thing that was really cool is once I got the agent back running, it started syncing everything. So the things that I went and delisted manually, it recognized it. I didn't have to do anything. It just recognized all the events that took place when the agent wasn't running, and it caught up and synced everything. So now everything's back to normal, and I don't have to sit there and go through all my things. What did I delist? Oh, I better make sure Treecat knows about that. No, it actually took care of it for me, which was awesome. So not that these natural disasters happen all the time, right? Here it's once every 10 years, but things can happen. And we've actually had Treecat users tell us that they were part of the hurricanes that happened in the southeast last year, and how that was really devastating to them. And had they, had a program like this that had like a backup and and was able to pick up where they started, that would have been really helpful for them. So anyways, we're glad to help out with that. So hope everybody is, I hope this winter doesn't have, we don't have a lot more of these crazy weather events that cause so much devastation and stuff like that, because they're not fun. But we have ways to pick ourselves back up, get going again, get things moving again, have our inventory synced again, right? Have everything matched and ready to go again when an item sells, the other two can be sales detected and taken down. And the nice thing also with Treecat is, you know, you're not paying a monthly fee. You're paying when an item sells and gets taken down, right? Or, you know, whatever billable event, if you're not cross-listing and you're not having Treecat, you know, you're not matching your items or cross-listing your items and items aren't getting taken down. Let's say you're not doing any of that. You're doing the Poshmark sharing. That is a billable event, so you get charged for that. And you know, we had some people say, well, how would we know what we're going to get charged for? Well, I did want to explain that. We basically send out notifications, right? So just like we send notifications anytime you have like a loss of communication with your agent, we send out notifications every time something is sold. And so here you can see that where it's sold and was everything taken down properly? Like it was confirmed as accurate. So I know it was all taken down properly. And then what were my billable actions? Well, I cross-listed it and I shared it on Poshmark, but that's only considered one billable thing, right? So if you're cross-listing, you can do all the other billable things for free, like the Poshmark sharing or like the delist relist. So, and then it tells me this sale counts towards your monthly usage. Now, how do you know what your monthly usage is? Well, you can go, you know, we have 3 tabs, right? We have the inventory tab, we have the sales tab, and we have the settings tab. And if you go to your sales tab, right up here, there's this green button. And if you click on that, that's like a running tally of like how many cross-listed sales, billable sales you've had and what you're currently owing. So like right now, I have had 29 billable transactions this month. And so I would pay $14.50. So I think from 1 to 30, it's billed as 50 cents. And then from 35 to, I should know this by heart, it's on the website. From 35 to 100 or 31 to 100, it's billed at 35 cents. 100 to 140 sales per month on a monthly basis, you'd be billed at 25 cents per takedown. And then anything more than 140, it's only billed as a penny. So it's kind of like a tiered pricing system, right? So yeah, so you can constantly be checking what your tally is, right? So you have that way, and then you have all the notifications that we're sending you. So every single sale, you'll get a notification. Is it count towards the monthly fee? Yes, it does. What were the billable actions and what did I list it on, right? And did it get taken down? And what's the new quantity? Because we also have quantity handling to where if you have a multi-quantity item, let's say on eBay, you have like a quantity of 4, but you're not able to put those quantities on Poshmark or Mercari. Treecat serves as your central source of truth. So Treecat knows that you have 4, but it's going to delist, relist, and it's only going to show 1 on Mercari and Poshmark, right? So every time you sell down, it'll relist on Mercari and Poshmark. It'll relist until it gets down to 0. And then at that point, the quantity is 0 and there's no more quantity handling for that item. I hope that makes sense, which is a really cool feature that I don't think is available on other platforms. So it's just little things like this that we do that are kind of cool. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, so this is the other type. So for any sale notification that you get, it'll tell you where it sold, what the quantity is now, and whether it was taken down, and what your billable actions for, and does it count towards your monthly bill. So that's just the kind of transparency that that you're dealing with here. Full transparency, okay? So yeah, let's see. We also want to talk about a couple of things that happened as a result of the windstorm or the bomb cyclone. So we actually had been working or have been working on some our fast list program, and we got a little setback because of all the drama with weather and not having any electricity. So we're still developing that. It's just kind of you know, we didn't meet our deadline. We wanted to have it ready this week, but we didn't meet our deadline because we got a little distracted last week without having power and electricity and running water, eating cold beans out of a can. Yeah, not fun. I'm not complaining. Could have been a lot worse. So yeah, so let's go to inventory. You can see that, so that was one of the things that got pushed back, deliverables, I should say, that sadly got pushed back because of the weird weather situation and all that stuff. But you can go and so this is our normal card view. This is in our inventory. This is called the card view. And this is just how you can see like all your inventory in a card view. But then when you go to fast list, it puts things in a different, so this is just kind of like, you can sort of see what you're going to be working with the fast. I mean, you can actually click on fast. If you're a Treecat user, you can click on fast list now and you can get the new workflow. So to where here's the eBay, here's the Poshmark, and then you just tell it to copy it. What is it? It's not copy. It is autofill. You tell it to autofill. Sorry, my bad. Tell it to autofill, and then it instead of the old way you would do it is you would open up the items and tabs, and then you would say autofill, and it would do it that way. And this is just another way of doing it so that the view is different and it makes the workflow go quicker. So hopefully, you know, in the next week, maybe 2 weeks, we'll have the AI part of it. The AI part of it just means that what do you call it? All the fields and stuff like that get filled in by AI. And you don't have to put anything in. You don't have to select a category and put in, you know, whatever the category is. It will do it for you. But for right now, you can try the fast list. It's just not going to be AI powered just yet. But that is a deliverable that we're working on with the next couple of weeks here. The other thing, there was another thing that got pushed back. Oh, the other thing that didn't get pushed back, actually, it happened, was that we have now our new agents available for both Windows. So we've had the Windows agent available for the last couple of weeks, and now we have the Mac agent available. So these are brand new agents, the new version. So if you look, if you go to, you know, settings and you go to, I don't know, yeah, you go to your agent configuration, you'll see, you know, here what version you have. So you want the latest version, which is let me see if I can, yeah, 1.0.0.10. So it's a smaller here, but you can see it here, 1.0.0.10. So it's version 10 essentially. So if you have the earlier version, you're going to want to download the latest version. And we didn't have that for Mac last week or 2 weeks ago. We only had the new version for Windows, and it significantly speeds things up. So you're definitely going to want to download that new version. And it's really easy. You just go to the agent configuration and say download agent, and it'll help you go through. It's like, you know, the wizard will help you, wizard installation type of thing will help you. And we actually will have we do have videos on, let's see, do we have it on the website? You'll have to, Snow Chest, you'll have to tell me if we have, where we have, maybe it's on YouTube where you can get the video for that. You'll have to post on YouTube the video on how to upgrade to the new agent if you could, when you get a chance. So that's what's been going on. Not, you know, a lot to announce other than, you know, we have the new Mac agent, and it is significantly faster, especially working when you're dealing with your Poshmark and your Mercari stores, because they are the ones that utilize the agent for communication. So definitely upgrade to those. And now all the new users that are coming on board with Treecat, they are automatically getting the latest version of the agent. So there's no issues there. It's just that if you've been using Treecat for a while, you should upgrade to the new agent. Okay. So let's see, what else did we want to talk about? I don't know. I think that's kind of it. I just wanted to get on, really quick today and kind of spell out what's been going on and why we haven't been meeting our deadlines like we said we would. a little bit of weather drama or what have you. But Mr. Snowchest, Mr. Treecat, is there anything else that you wanted me to cover today? Let me know in the comments. Yes, he says he's going to be posting the videos for upgrading. There's a upgrade button on the agent, right? And he's going to be posting the videos for upgrading the agent on Monday. And I showed the upgrade button. So now that you know how to upgrade to the latest Mac agent, do that. And give maybe toy around with the new fast list. It's just a different kind of view. Toy around with it. It's definitely in beta, and then we'll be adding the AI stuff to it soon. So it's in beta, but we want to get your feedback. So let us know what you think of that. And yeah, and I hope you guys are all doing well and had a great Turkey Day weekend, and you guys are all feeling super grateful, that you have you're not having to deal with a bomb cyclone and losing power and all that stuff. There's lots to be grateful for, right? Lots to be grateful for, lots to be thankful for. And as always, stay resilient and stay strong, resellers, because you got this. All right. And contact us if you need to for any reason. You know how to get in touch with us. When you go to the app, on the right-hand corner, there's the little question mark, and you can open a trouble ticket or contact us that way. We also have our Reddit forum, Reddit r/Treecat, and you can email us at support@treecat.io. And then we also, if you are like, I need help, we have this for a free personal training session right on. You just click on it and it takes you to Calendly, and you can schedule to get help from us, like on a video call. So lots of ways to reach out to us, and we hope to hear from you. And you guys, stay strong. Happy Thanksgiving, and we will talk to you next time. Mahalo.